blast. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Mark Saint. This is my backyard, y'all. You guys are in the backyard, and I'm going to do my morning marijuana motivation from the desk here, because that's what we do every morning. We get up and we motivate, dude. We get in our minds, we get in our heads and get this right so we can get our lives right. It starts now. It starts every day. You know the people that I'm talking about, where they think they're on borrowed time or have enough time to stick around in depression. For those that want to leave depression, for those that want to survive, this is the conversation we're going to have this morning. We're going to talk about what is your truth, your inside truth, like what's really makes you who you are, and why you do the things that you do. And when you get to the truth, you can get to the light. And somebody cue the intro after that. Kind of cool little rhyme. Yes, blessed. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to have my health, even though my hamstring hurts. And I'm blessed to have this pen, this token of Roken. Shout out to Roken Vapes. They've been helping me out through this whole thing. Lifted cartridges. If it wasn't for these guys, I wouldn't be able to travel and get my medicine. And that's really important to me. And part of my medicine is mental medicine. You know, we all need it. That's why I do it in the morning. So we're going to ask ourselves, what's our truth, right? What makes us do what we do and why we do it? So bless up first and foremost some coconut water, fresh from the coconut. Your boy Marky saying. I'm in love with this because look, check it out. I'll show you real quick. Got these. These look like flowers. Believe it or not, they come off of the coconut plant here, off the actual coconut, and then you cut right through it. Bottom, top, goes on like that, and it looks like a flower. So nature has a way of showing us beauty. Yes, a lot of beauty and shine. So I'm gonna give us some shine so we can shine in this morning. And here's what we got to do. We got to hold our hearts and say, this is me, this is my truth. I'm Mark Saint, and this is me. I started this because I suffered from depression and kind of still suffer from depression. It's one of those things that you could say is genetic or addictive, whatever you want to say. I'd love to say that I'm just born happy, go lucky, and everything comes out of my ass like rainbows and butterflies. That's not true. I suffered deeply from depression, regret, and other things that made me feel like this is not what life is supposed to be like. And I put that out there because a lot of people, we get stuck in routines because it makes us feel comfortable, more comfortable than the uncomfortable, the shadow work that I was talking about yesterday, about, put this video up, about working out these little demons that we all have. You know, that's the truth of it, right? And so what's your truth? The truth is I had to combat my demons, right? I had to find other things to make me feel happy. And if it wasn't cocaine, and then it was going to be t-shirts. And if I was going to be addicted to cocaine, I could be addicted to shirts. And I had to find a healthy switch to something, right? Something that would get my mind away from where it was at. And that's what we all have to do, get some kind of self-control here. And the way to do it is to identify the truth in ourselves, right? Like, most people don't know why they are addicted to something, right? I mean, they might not see the genetics. Like my genetics have tobacco and alcohol coming right down the family tree. Most of you that are telling the truth know what I'm talking about. You know, would my friend say that he had 2 uncles die in a month within each other of cirrhosis of the liver from over drinking? So we all have that family genetics that comes down to us, and you go, boom, okay, I'm not the first one to do it. There's people that have been ahead of me that have felt this exact condition, right? Whatever mental condition you have and feel, apathy, energetic, dispositions usually come from genetics. So the other truth you got to tell yourself is, why am I acting the way that I'm acting? The reason I'm doing the show is because I can't help it, right? Like, I am a pot preacher. I'm going to get on the pulpit and talk about high energy and talk about mental stability because it's of the utmost importance to me. My mother suffers from bipolar, manic depressive. My father was an abusive alcoholic man that's found sobriety eventually, and we don't even talk. So, I'd love to say that my shit just shines. This is not that kind of case at all. Like, don't get to talk to my siblings. I have broken relationships. I'm still single and without children, bacheloring it up. These things affect me, like who I am. This is just my truth, and I'm not going on a tangent because you have your own truth, but I want you to go deeper inside yourself. That's why I'm explaining my things deep. You're like, whoa, Mark doesn't talk to his siblings. Yeah, that's a personal fact about myself. So you can get personal facts about yourself and go, facts, I'm lonely because I learned codependence from my mother, or I've never seen an uncodependent relationship in my life, or what's the other things that I've noticed from people where they're not telling the truth about themselves? Oh, I buy these things because I'm lonely. The consumption was so real when my homie was talking about it, and he was right. He was right. We buy stuff in America and we're still not happy. It's never enough. It's just this consumption. Gluttony is a sin, and just consumption. It's not just eating things, but buying things and overconsumption. And as a tourist, I should know these are the things that we like. I love buying food, but anyway, buying external things beyond like the food that we need to eat and our health. I'm talking about people that, buy kite surf and then just leave it. Like, who bought this motherfucking thing? I just come into the place and it's not used. It's probably like a $500 item and it's not used. And we do that. We'll buy 300, 200, 500 and just it all away just to go back to the salt mines and work this thing out. And then now we got to heal our bodies with alcohol. I saw it from my friend, and it's like, no wonder why she was edgy and confused. It was like, you're burnt out. We're all burnt out a little bit, where our lives are, we've tried to overdo it somehow, some way, and overcompensate and overbuy and over lonely and over social media and do all these things so much. This is why I have the over series, the give over take. First Saints Anarchy is to flip this versus, spy versus spy, is to flip these negatives into positives. There's got to be a way where the same energy that we're using for these negatives can be flipped and used it for positives. There's got to be a way where the thing that we don't need, like the trash, now fuels the furnace, or the detriment is now our motivation, right? And these things that happen to us are no longer happening to us. They're an opportunity to learn. These are the switches that I'm talking about. This is that great switch that I'm talking about for us to be able to go inside of our brains and be like, yo, I'm not, oh man, I got to go to the gym. No, I'm allowed to work on my body. Whoa, what a perspective switch. What a great Saints Addiction switch that I made in my world. Even my name for Saints Addiction, just because people get all afraid of the word addiction, is now Mostly Saints, and I've been hustling. If anybody gets to hear this message, go check out mostlysaints.com. The website's coming, all 400 domain names. And yes, I'm up to 400 domain names, so I should post that. I forgot to post that. Anyway, it's a morning marijuana motivation. And the sooner we get to have a conversation with ourselves, a true conversation with ourselves, is the sooner that we can be motivated. It's like, why am I lethargic? Oh shit, I just had to identify my depression. Why am I so codependent? Oh shit, I just had to identify my loneliness. And why am I so gluttonous? Oh shit, I believe in fear and shortage. When you identify yourself properly, not like a psychologist say, oh, you are manic depressive. No, I'm talking about the reason you are doing what you're doing, and get to the core of it. Just like an apple, you got to get to the core. Then you can work on yourself. You can work on yourself. This is so awesome. Everybody wants to work for somebody else for hourly, but they don't want to work for themselves. As soon as it's time to do mind work, they shut their mind off and hop on Netflix, hop on social media, and shut their whole self down. Don't do that anymore. Bring yourself up. Show yourself in the light. And whenever you will put light on something, the darkness goes away. So it's going to be painful at first to shine light in dark corners of our cubby holes in our cabinets. But everybody's got skeletons. That's why I call it Saints Addiction. I'm telling the truth from the jump, on my heart, from the start. You get what I'm saying? That's your morning marijuana motivation. Your boy Marky Saint. Peace and love. If you got anything out of this message, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. That's what we do over here. We're Saints. We light up the world. Mostly Saints because I'm not perfect, and Saints Addiction because I always tell the truth. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Peace. I'll see you. Ciao. Bella. Beijos.